Hello students, in today's video, we shall learn all about reported speech. Thanks to your teachers at school, you're already familiar with the topic. You must know that reported speech is of two types, direct and indirect. We will now quickly recap what direct and indirect speech are. This will help you write passages combining both forms of reported speech. Direct speech means communication of the exact words of the speaker. We usually express direct speech by faithfully repeating or quoting the original words of a speaker. The tense of the verb used in the original speech remains the same in the repeated version. An introductory verb or reporting verb is used to communicate the direct speech. The direct speech is written within inverted commas. The direct speech can either come after the introductory verb or before it. For example, when B reports or repeats A's words, the direct speech comes after the introductory verb said. B can also report what A said to him in this way. "How are you doing?" he asked. Here, the direct speech comes before the introductory verb asked. As we can see from the examples, if the direct speech is placed after the introductory verb in a sentence, a comma comes next to the introductory verb, separating it from the direct speech. If the direct speech comes before the introductory verb, the comma sits before it. Let us now consider this original quote by the famous British philosopher and mathematician Bertrand Russell. "The whole problem with the world is that fools and fanatics are always so certain of themselves, but wiser people so full of doubts." In direct reported speech, the quote is presented as Bertrand Russell said, "The whole problem with the world is that fools and fanatics are always so certain of themselves, but wiser people so full of doubts." Said is the reporting verb. Bertrand Russell is the speaker, and the tenses is and are remains unchanged in this sentence. We shall now come to the indirect speech. We know that communication of the words spoken by someone by reporting it forms indirect speech. We report the original words of the speaker in indirect speech. We do not usually repeat it. It is good enough if we can express what the speaker meant to say in our own words. The tense of the verb used in the original speech usually changes in the reported version. A reporting verb is used to communicate the indirect speech. The indirect speech is not written within inverted commas. The reporting verb is not preceded or succeeded by a comma. Think of the quote by Bertrand Russell we just discussed. Converting it into direct reported speech, we got Bertrand Russell said, "The whole problem with the world is that fools and fanatics are always so certain of themselves, but wiser people so full of doubts." Now, if we transform this into indirect speech, we get Bertrand Russell said that the whole problem with the world is that fools and fanatics are always so certain of themselves, but wiser people are so full of doubts. Note that the tense remains unchanged in indirect speech because we are presenting a quote. The same rule applies for universal or proverbial statements, laws, scientific theories, and hypotheses. Let us now talk a little about reporting verbs. Reporting verbs are used in both direct and indirect speech to stress on the manner, purpose, or mood of the speaker. They are mostly used subjectively. Look at this sentence. Tom said, "Let's go to the zoo next Sunday." While writing this, remember to use single inverted commas inside the first double inverted commas to represent what Tom said directly. In indirect speech, it can be expressed in these ways. Tom suggested going to the zoo next Sunday. Or Tom wished that they go to the zoo next Sunday. There is a list of changes that take place during the conversion from direct to indirect speech. That is all for today. We hope you shall master the art of reporting in direct and indirect speech in no time with the help of our exercises. Good luck!